So I'm going on a camp soon. So I started to remember about the first camp I went on with the same group called Bushrangers. So I realized I loved and hated this camp at the same time. So we got there, it was very nice. Great view of the hills and amazing, very peaceful areas. However, the area wasn't the bad part. It was the people, or a certain person. So me and my friend group of bushrangers, as well as everyone else in bushrangers, were really annoyed by this one kid. I remember walking into bushrangers, as well as drama club. Yes, he was in there. I could make a whole other video on this kid, but whatever. I walked in. I saw this kid, and I just knew. There was a look in his eyes. He was going to be a piece of language warning. House. So, I'm probably going to have to explain a bit of Aussie slang here. Eshe, you know those people who vape in school bathrooms? This was the Aussie version. And even worse. These sorts of people would go around and usually stay in large groups, and most of the males frequently wear a mullet. They frequently do peculiar activities such as graffiti, vaping, bullying, fighting, gangbanging, and throwing grapes around the back of my French class, and anyway, Eshe suck. Worst people ever. But this kid tried so hard to be one. I saw him recently and he tried the mullet. Wow, your barber must hate you. How did you grow enough hair to get that mullet? Are you wearing a wig? My guess is that you cut off the rest of your head to make it look longer. Anyway, back to what you would do in Bushrangers. When start the session, we usually go to the creek at the back of the school and have some afternoon tea. Now, I'm not fat shaming, I'm just saying he was very pudgy. I'm kidding, you look like an Eshe wannabe Fall Guys character. He would always take way more food than others and then try and deny it. This guy was terrible at lying, and he somehow still always got away with it. This behavior would come up again in the story. So, back to the camp. There were around 3 dorms, I think. He was unfortunately in ours. But anyways, back to the positives. I want to talk about the leader, aka my science teacher, who we'll call Mr. H. This guy was an absolute legend. Very chill guy. However, he had to move to Canada last year, so now I have to try and kill all Canadians. Yes, I'll be replacing a certain animator. Oh wait. Make that 3. So, good teacher. He was really good at taking us out for activities and very good to talk to. Some activities he took us on included a hike, which was very fun to talk to my friends about stuff that didn't matter, like Transformers, Pirates of the Caribbean, and other movie franchises. We also went on bike rides and some other activities I will go on to more detail about. Let's talk about the ropes course. This was honestly absolutely hilarious. The kid I've been talking about also really liked to brag, show off, but this was usually hilarious when he did this. He would usually make claims to try and bash people up and fight them, but then as soon as you say bet, he would immediately wuss out. So here's a live reenactment of how this interaction went. Oh, don't worry, this is the easiest thing ever. Look at me go all the way to the top. I guarantee we'll be able to go over half. He didn't even make it on the freaking second rung. Really? Really? You out here dissing us and you can't even make it on the freaking second rung? This actually happened and me and my friends were absolutely just silently cackling at this fool. It was pretty fun though, but I don't like hindsight and going all the way to the top. But at least I got over the second rung. Then we did an activity of making a slingshot to absolutely send little toys across the freaking field. Hell yeah. And the groups we were making these in were random. Guess who I got? You got it. I was mainly helping the others, being the responsible leader, and this kid just stood aside, doing his own thing. The others were looking at the instructions, helping out, but this guy did not care. We finished, eventually, with one person less helping, and we were about to test it out. I want to go first. You piece of shit. I did the most work, so we agreed that I went first. He went second. And the entire time, he was saying useless crap that made us so freaking mad. Here is a live reenactment. I hate this camp. Then why did you come? I want to go back home and play Fortnite. Why did you come? Please help with the cannon, you useless piece of sh-. Of course he was a Fortnite player. Anyway, I said earlier he was very hungry. Of course, we're all teenagers. We're hungry boys. We bought sweets, chocolates, whatever. However, one day, one of my friends, Kai, was chilling on the camp dorm and saw him going through our stuff. He took our snacks. Alright, well, screw this kid. I just want to say, I know that it may have been frowned upon for what I was saying before about him, but I think universally, going around in everyone's bags just to get some freaking snacks is universally a bad thing and is not a good thing to be like sympathetic about. Just saying, okay? All things aside, this camp was really fun. I know I focused way more on the negative, but it was probably one of the best memories I had with this group of friends, and I can't wait for going back on camp with them. The camp was beautiful, the supervisors were really good, the activities were great, but I guess I just like rambling about people I'm mad at. I'm like the next Taylor Swift. I just need to get rid of these bodies. Why are you so heavy?